Wand of Sin from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are a post-black metal outfit with shoegaze influence as well as some drone. We like to incorporate a little bit of all genres. We have a very diverse group of musicians working with us currently that like to bring in a couple different elements. I'm Bliss Babt. I am the lead vocalist for the band.
I'm Nathan Otto. I play drums.
I'm Exion Kramer. I'm rhythm guitarist. Sorry.
I want to go now.
Go.
Benjamin Meredith, synthesis / keyboardist.
And I'm Mark Kurta, the other guitarist.
Also not present with us today, due to the fact he is an essential employee, is our bassist, Joey Novaki. And he has just recently joined the band, and we are very excited to have him on board. We actually got the name Want of Sin when Nathan and I were researching different funeral marches. We went through one that had a reference to the body being subject to the Wand of Sin, and the name just really stuck at that point because we were kind of going back and forth between ideas.
How I'm passing the time during quarantine is I'm finally getting around to all the projects that I have started and not finished. It includes finishing a kit guitar that I bought a couple months ago, finishing a bass that I am building for Benjamin, building a new desk for my studio, and just fucking around with a bunch of like effects pedal circuits.
All right, we want to go to Exion next.
Well, I'm an essential employee, so I kind of still work, but I mean, I don't hang out with anybody, so I mean, I've been drawing a lot more recently, and I built also a desk recently.
Nice.
I've been getting to reading a lot of books and kind of just finishing stuff that I bought that I've never gotten around to. Yeah, that's about it. Not much. I mean, a little more time, but that's about it.
How I've been passing quarantine? Basically working on a lot of music. I'm in 2 bands. I'm in this band I just joined, so I'm obviously still learning material. And I'm in the other band, Man Random, with Nathan, and we're working on our first full-length album right now, so I'm working on those songs. Yeah, also doing some catching up on reading, listening to a lot of Thomas Ligotti audiobooks, and, you know, crying and sleeping and crying.
Nice.
All right, we'll go to Mark now that he's had enough time to think.
Thanks. During quarantine, I've been doing a lot of art. I'd like to do woodblock printing, and now, since I have a lot of time, I'm able to actually put time into that and finish a lot of things up that I've been kind of putting off. I've also been playing Animal Crossing a lot. It's a great game, pass the time, and just working on more music for the band.
What have I been doing during quarantine? I've been discovering a lot of new music off the Bandcamp. That's basically how I've spent the majority of my nights. I've also been doing a fair amount of cooking. I'm very into baking and making traditional German food. I'm also a polylinguist, so it's given me more time to study my different languages, mostly German, and currently I'm trying to relearn Lithuanian to get back in touch with my ethnic roots. Woof.
Really bad.
It's a bummer, but I think most people are doing what they gotta do in order to contribute to flattening the curve and keeping people safe.
Yeah, our governor just today did a recording actually. Extended his shelter-in-place order, which he's calling safer at home. I recall correctly.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
We're very disappointed that this has kind of impeded our progress, but we do believe that the help of the other people comes for our own personal needs. And we are definitely going to come back with a vengeance and really try to put out something great once the quarantine is finally called off.
yeah. Mark, you want to start?
Sure. So, Echoes of Resentment is about these callings that recall us to the past and these hardships that we've had or traumas that we've had, and kind of summarizing them with these songs. Yep, that didn't work.
All right, Nathan, would you like to take a whack at it?
Yeah. Conceptually, or just like why the album exists?
Let's do
I didn't.
both.
All right.
Let's do why the album exists and then what we went for conceptually.
So I can tell you that the album exists as sort of a proof of concept to see if we could really blend our influences in a way that made sense. We had just sort of started writing and letting our influences kind of take control of that, and we ended up with 5 pretty solid songs. I feel like we missed the mark just a little bit in terms of like how it all like fits together. Like it's not as cohesive as we would have liked. But ultimately we're pretty happy with the end product.
Yeah, we were mostly going for some sort of experimental kind of stuff. We really didn't want to go for a certain genre. It was more a see what kind of works, what doesn't work, and kind of play with different ideas and song structures and how things can interact with other parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really, there was a lot of passion that went into it. It was a definitely long process, and it was Mark and I's debut as professional musicians. It was very exciting at the time because it was the first time I had really ever done vocals on a project like this. And conceptually, I think that it came together. It was definitely fueled by a lot of things that were going on at the time. You can get a lot of that raw emotion. And I really appreciate everybody that came together and helped make this work, because we have our lovely drummer Nathan Otto, who also did the production for us, and I think that it sounds fantastic. And we're hoping to bring something even bigger and better next time. And we can only go up from here. We're really going to try to make something next time out that is cohesive and that people hopefully can latch on to. As for our lyrical content, I did the majority of the lyrics myself, with, of course, suggestions and influence from my lovely bandmates. The most of the focus at the time was on trauma and the inability to let go of resentments, as referenced in the titles. And I think that it was very therapeutic. There's a lot in there that kind of is focused on different directions. It's like anger towards religion, anger towards personal situations, and how one can cope with them, and just dealing with an even flow of how such things can affect you.
That was a piece that you made, right, Mark?
Yeah, that's my piece called Dementia. I have a lot of my art hanging around my room. I use it to kind of guide myself in the direction that I want to go artistically. And that piece stuck out. It's a etching that I did. It's about this uncontrolled force of dementia that kind of echoes through genetics, and it's not something that we can really deal with, especially when you have it. So thought it was fitting to compare against the lyrics and stuff like that.
In terms of getting your music heard and in front of people, it's not really as important anymore due to the fact that there are so many distribution platforms out there. I know we go through DistroKid, and we've had nothing but good experiences there. Bandcamp is a really good platform. On the other side of it, like more business side of it, it really depends. Where we are as a band, being on a label does not make any sense because we do everything ourselves, aside from distribution. And we're not really at the point where legal protection benefits from a label or monetary benefits would really make sense. Like, we don't have like management that we need to like take care of. We don't have like anything on the business side that's like putting a workload on us. But like, it doesn't make any sense for bands of our size to be on a label.
True that.
Benjamin, you have anything to add?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with Nathan. Like, I just kind of feel like the best path is the most direct one to just get the music out there to the people who are going to enjoy it, who are looking for this kind of music. Like, yeah, Bandcamp is right there. All those options online.
Yeah, we didn't have any shows lined up. We haven't played our first show yet as this band. Obviously now with everything going on, we don't have the slightest idea of when that's going to be, but hopefully sooner rather than later if everyone gets their shit together. I know like Benjamin and I's other band, Man Random, just had a show canceled on us. It was supposed to be on May 1st, but with the extended safer at home order, that's not happening.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like that the chance to play out is just kind of gone for the time being.
Yeah.
All musicians and people can do is just sort of like be ready for the time when it can come back again. Just,
take this opportunity to create as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely impeded our progress right now. We were originally preparing to play out, and with this extended stay-at-home order, we've also had to put that on a halt. But hopefully once they re-announce that everything is back open for business, we can really put all our effort into it, and hopefully we'll have a fair amount of time to practice again before that all starts.
Yeah. Axion, I know you got a couple.
The second show that I ever played, didn't exactly know how to control a half stack at the time and how loud I was supposed to be. So my lead guitarist, he cranked my amp so loud that it drowned out everything but the lead vocals PA system. So that kind of sucked, and even though nobody really noticed, apparently, like every time I watch this privated video on YouTube, I still can definitely notice that it's happening. The second was there was a show. It was like, it almost didn't even happen because of a lot of things that were going wrong. But my lead guitarist, he just like popped off the stage and didn't take into account that his cable was shorter than usual and yanked the cable straight out of the amp and just like canceled out for most of the song.
God.
But yeah, those are just the two that I got. Not too bad. We were still new, so.
Alright. I know my first show with Man Random, my snare stand collapsed in the middle of the song, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've also played shows where we thought we would do well and wound up clearing a room instead.
Oh yeah.
Not a great season.
Yeah, our band is like power pop, and we played a local punk festival, aptly named Milwaukee Punk Fest. Great festival. It was run really well. We just weren't the best fit, and we cleared a room.
Right, there was the more hardcore of the punk variety, and that's not really what we are as a
yeah.
just did not go well.
Yeah, the closest thing we are to that is ska adjacent. So.
You guys still finished your set, right?
Yeah, we did. We didn't just walk out.
Yeah.
Remember that random kid that ran through? Ben, remember that kid that ran through the venue?
Oh yeah, God, what a bizarre night that was.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But like, it was a good thing. The show must go on. Like when you're in a scenario like that where things aren't going great, like the best thing you can do, knuckle down and just do your shit and just take the L.
I've only got one really embarrassing story about when I was helping promote an event. I was helping with setup, tear down, door, just kind of general.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't doing very well. There weren't a lot of people there, and it was down in Chicago, and two older gentlemen walked in the bar, and they sat down at the bar, and about halfway through they realized it wasn't their type of music, but then they tried to solicit me. They thought I was paid to be there, and they thought that they could pay more for me to go back with them.
Oh, weird. That's
that
not
was
good.
Definitely a weird one for me.
Code Orange. Because it's Code Orange.
The Juliet Massacre.
Oh my god, the Juliet Massacre. I haven't heard that name in years.
Well, they had an album towards the end of 2019 that I actually liked. Yeah.
Want to hear that new Broken Side song?
Please, no.
Hell yeah. Wait,
It's called like Stay Inside.
I'm gonna listen to that.
I've been really
Ben, Mark.
digging. As far as heavy music, I have been really digging this group called White Ward. The album is Love Exchange Failure. God, it's like I'm obsessed with David Lynch and like Twin Peaks, and he always works with the same composer, Angelo Badalamenti. And to me, White Ward is just like, it's like black metal jamming with Badalamenti. It's so like atmospheric and like satisfying, like really, really impressive stuff.
Nice.
I've been really into Lingua Ignota's Caligula. She's one of my favorite artists. Kristen is a huge influence on me. And it's just kind of nice to see other women within the scene be successful and show that it's okay to be angry, that the path to healing is not always linear and doesn't always require forgiveness. Sometimes you can work through it by, dealing with your anger.
Excited for the new Every Time I Die record.
Rivers of Nile, Where Owls Know My Name was a pretty cool album. They implemented like a jazz saxophone in with a death metal sort of stuff, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Interesting.
Kind of like a White's board thing with her free
Yeah.
jazz influence, yeah.
Currently, we are working on writing a single. Our title right now is Baptism. We hope to have that out by early fall at the latest, if everything goes according to plan, which it likely won't, given the current climate with everything. But we will try our fucking best. We'll have a video accompanying it with direction from Benjamin.
Yeah, we're really excited to bring something out. We are working on releasing a full length, hopefully by the end of this year and early next year. We are basing it around the main theme of water and the different ways that it can be personified and how it affects people in different ways. Also, I'm also really excited about the video. We have a couple people joining us that are not in our band that will be helping along and doing things such as being actors in different roles. And I'm really jazzed about it. Also, when the world reopens, we would like to start playing out again.
That too, that's an important one.
But that's at the discretion of the powers that be, so...
Stay home,
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah, stay home, everyone. Thank you to Antichrist Magazine for giving us the opportunity to do this. This is really cool.
Yes, we are incredibly thankful for having them reach out to us. It is definitely a big deal that our little podunk band from nowhere, Wisconsin can kind of get out there and get to a larger audience.
Yeah.
And we are stoked for what this hopefully means for our future.